Okay, I'm going to keep this quick. It is the morning time. Usually I record this after work, but I had a little bit of time before the gym. I recently started going to the gym in the morning instead of after work, and I'm liking it a lot. So, hit the gym, hit my chest day, got a good pump. Now I just got to go to work, do my work day, and then after work, go straight home, relax, do whatever I want. So, I'm liking it. But I got to clock in 20 minutes. So, luckily I'm already here. It's right over there, but I have no idea what I'm going to talk about in this video. Actually, I do have an idea. Um, I had a difficult conversation with my mom this morning of about some really personal shit and some really deep shit that my family is really not good at, or really just doesn't understand the concept of, including myself. You know, I'm coming to the point where I'm starting to be able to do it and understand it, but um, my family just historically, we do not talk about deep stuff, about like true emotional stuff, because my diagnosis of that is that I know for sure that I am a former egomaniac, and I think that the majority of my family members, the ones that I'm talking about, are also, less so of that. Like I was the extreme example, but I also started coming down. But they kind of settled into a medium level of egomaniac and just stayed there. Um, and it's not like true egomaniac like I was, but they're ego driven, right? So the thought of coming to someone with like a deep personal thing to them sounds like they're gonna think that I'm like, for them, if they're talking about themselves, like the person I'm coming to is gonna think that I'm trying to get an ego boost for myself by saying like I'm better than you. I see this emotional thing that you don't see, and I want you to accept that. And then if you accept that, then I get an ego boost and I feel like I'm better than you. Um, I can only speak from experience. That's how I felt about that kind of stuff. So I was like, the honorable thing to do is not, let them do their own thing. You know, I'm doing my thing, they're doing their thing. But the problem with that, that's how you should treat strangers, right? Like you shouldn't like go and having a deep emotional thing with a stranger where you're like, dude, you're doing this thing wrong. Like it's bothering me. Like that would be absurd. That would be ego driven for sure. But when it's your family, you almost have a duty to have those deep, hard conversations, because like there's an understanding there that is not fully made. Like uh you need to connect with your family. Like uh our family has been like, we don't hate each other, and we're like a nice family and we get along for the most part, but we don't understand each other. Like we are not connected mentally. And there's like, I don't want to go into like specific examples, but like me and my mom um were very close when I was a kid, and then at a certain point, I started getting closer to my dad, which is like a normal thing for boys, I think. But my mom took that in a way that our relationship just like changed from there, and it became kind of awkward and weird and um, performative and kind of weird. And this morning, I can sense that tension every time I there's a long gap between we see each other, like long meaning like just hours, and then we see each other again. I can see that tension immediately. I can feel it. And this morning, I was coming out of my room, getting ready to go to the gym, and she's there drinking her morning coffee, listening to like an audiobook or something, and that tension was there. And yesterday, or like the other day, we had like a good emotional connection about my dad who passed, and we were just talking about it and just being open and being deep and stuff, and it was nice. And I felt that reset of this morning from the other day. Like there was time between those moments, and now there's like kind of a reset, and now it's like kind of weird and awkward again. So I was like, there, we're back to that. And I go downstairs and I'm doing my thing and getting ready to leave. And then I was thinking like, and I this isn't the first time I've had this thought, but I was thinking I need to have a talk with her. Like I need to have a talk with her and other members of my family, like a heart to heart, not like a talking to, but a heart to heart. And I was just thinking, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it right now. Fuck it. We had that emotional moment the other day. I'm maturing and growing at a rate that like I didn't even know was possible for me, and this is just the next step. So I went upstairs and I said, "Hey, mom, can I talk to you for a minute?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I started mentioning these things. I'm not going to go into specifics like about us, but I will say like the broad thing was I have a problem with performing. Like, all my life, for the most part, I thought that other people have it figured out and I don't have it figured out. And I need to, like, if I want to be loved or accepted, I need to pretend like I have it figured out like they do. Like, they all have a collective hive mind of how it works, how social interactions and stuff work, or whatever, how the world works. And I'm off that page and I need to get on the page if I want to be accepted and loved and have friends. And I have noticed that trait within me, my mom, and my sister. All of us have it. That, you know, there's plenty of other people in the family, but like specifically us three, I'm close with them, and as far as like number of interactions, and for a long time I've known that we share this common trait, and not everybody does this. But as a kid, I didn't know that. I thought that I don't know what I thought, but anyway, I brought this up to her, and at first her reaction was, you know, the reaction you would expect. Like, I start talking about it, and she, like, I say, like, the first thing, it's like kind of, it feels accusatory, and she, like, reacts, and she's like, no, no. And I just tell her, like, please listen, let me finish, and, like, after that, I will let you fully respond. Just don't react, wait, listen, and respond. And, you know, still she would have these reactions and I would have to go through that again. And that's a natural course of how this conversation goes, right? They're going to immediately think, at least in my experience with our dynamic, right? They immediately think, oh, this is an ego thing. He's trying to feel better than me. Let me correct him. No, that's not it. That's not, you're overthinking. You thought too hard about this and now you're making a fool of yourself. And they're not thinking that consciously, right? But this is a subconscious baked in thing with the three of us. And a few more of those interruptions, but like eventually I got through to her and I was like, I think what did it was like, I am this way too, mom. Like, I'm not saying that you have a problem that you need to fix. I'm saying this is something that I've noticed that is not like just a whim that I'm saying like randomly, like, I decided I'm gonna have this talk with you. This is something that has been churning in my mind for years, and I've wanted to talk to you and my sister about it forever. And this is something that we all share, and we all have this problem. And if we come to terms with it and we like open it up to conversation, it can go away. And we had a great talk. Like, she shared with me some stuff that was like blocking our relationship, and like some guilt that she held and different things. Like, I admitted that I wasn't the best son, and it was a great little like 15-minute talk. And I think we made like crazy progress just in that little conversation, because I've never talked to my mom like that. I've never sat down and had a heart-to-heart talk with my mom. And I got the courage to do it today, and I'm so glad that I did it, and I'm going to do it again in the future, and I'm going to do it with my sister. I'm going to do it with my whole family. I think there's a quote that someone said, like, everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of, maybe that first part is not right. It's something like that, but is on the other side of a couple hard conversations. Like, and sometimes those conversations are with yourself, but really I'm starting to fully like understand and believe that like hard conversations, like the reason they're hard is because it's something important and it's deep, and you shouldn't be afraid of like diving into that, especially with the people you love and your family. Like, I couldn't sit there and be okay with like the next however long my mom's got left, having this relationship with her where we both don't really get it, and it's kind of awkward, and it's not right, you know, there's not a connection. I realized that like I can't do that. Like, that would be a severe failure on my part, and I know that in the future I would mature to the point where I would see that, and that would be one of my deepest regrets. And I already have regrets like that with my dad. So I guess that taught me some lessons of you don't have forever. You don't have infinite time to get this stuff done and to get it right and fix it. So, like, just go have that conversation, bro. If you've been thinking about like something like that, like, or you don't have a good relationship with one of your family members and you want to, and you're not sure how they're going to take it, and they might take it wrong, you have to come in with confidence and say, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to talk about anything that I don't know what I'm talking about. because the minute they sense that you don't know what you're talking about, all your credibility goes out the window. So only talk about the stuff that you know what the fuck is going on, and just open up. Like, don't calculate, don't strategize. Like, open your heart. And like, hearing that as a kid or as a younger man, I didn't really understand what it meant to open up or open your heart. Like, what that means is let the thoughts flow, bro. You have thoughts in your brain that you keep to yourself, and at least for me, I censor them, and I pick them apart and restructure them when they come out of my mouth. For the most part, I, you know, I think most people do that, but when you're having a heart to heart with someone, you don't do that. You say, my thoughts are just going to come out. I'm just going to let them come out, whatever they say. And it, if it sounds ridiculous or wrong, then I can correct that. But that's still my heart. My heart's still coming out to correct that. Just open up and say, I'm here with you right now. Like, not literally, but like with your actions and your words and stuff. Like, I'm with you right now, and like, it's okay. We're okay. Let's have this conversation. Let's delve into this. Let's figure it out. But yeah, I got to get to work now. I would recommend this exercise, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you guys have a really good day, and I know that no one watches these videos right now, and that's okay. When I looked back at some of my videos, and I realized that I'm talking as if people are hanging on to my like my every word, or like they're waiting for my next video or something. That's just the YouTube. Like, I've watched so much YouTube, so it's just like that stuff is baked into my brain of like, this is how you end a video, or this is how you start a video, or whatever. Like, this is what a YouTuber says. So I'm trying to get away from that and just be like, I'm not being a YouTuber. I'm just being Clay, and I happen to be recording it and putting it on YouTube. So I hope that's what this video was. But yeah, got to get to work. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a new video.